Hopefully you guys can hear me. There's a lot of noise around me. Tennessee very impressive in that first quarter. We haven't seen Brown. I think his name's AJ Brown. I'm sorry, I'm like really rusty. We haven't seen AJ Brown do much the past 2 weeks. I believe probably been held to combined 2 total catches over that's what 8 quarters now, and he has the deep in breaking route. Kind of catches Kansas City off guard. And if you notice in this first quarter, after this first quarter, Tennessee really, really wants to run the ball to the right side because, most people in this world are right-handed. That means, they're right-footed as well, if that's really a term, kind of making up terms now. So Derrick Henry can really cut back using his right, which is what he's comfortable with, even though he's a stiff back and his cutbacks aren't as sharp as some of these smaller backs. But if Kansas City can pick up on that, and they picked up on it on a one play, I believe they had a tackle for loss. But once Derrick Henry gets going, we know the freight train that he is. So that doesn't require a deep analysis. But Kansas City having to go forward on fourth down is pretty huge as well. Because Tennessee, they brought a corner blitz, which basically saved them an initial touchdown, but Kansas City ends up scoring anyway. But Kansas City is really stubborn. They do not want to run this football. They do not want to run this football. It's just going to be pass, 70, 80% of the time. And Andy Benoit said this season for Jacksonville that, the run game has to mean something. No, he's talking about Pittsburgh. He said the run game has to mean something for Pittsburgh, talking about, Pittsburgh and James Conner. And the same thing has to be true for Kansas City. And as I'm talking, they just hit A.J. Brown for another play-action pass. So we know, how the run game and pass game is married for Tennessee. But Tennessee, they're really shocking the world. And as I'm speaking, Derrick Henry just ran to the left side, and he's got a full head of steam. So yeah, it's gonna be a fight. We all thought this was gonna be a blowout coming into it because of Kansas City's high octane offense. But Kelsey coming in big, with the good footwork on that fourth down. He kind of had to make a double, triple move within a confined space, kind of like a Wes Welker, Julian Edelman like. But Tennessee giving this Kansas City team all that they can handle right now. So we'll see how this game goes. I'll come back at halftime.